Well, let's get more on this. Let's speak to Eric Bolling. He's a former Fox News anchor who now hosts America This Week and is a friend of Donald Trump. And thank you so much for being here on the programme. So what did you make? We had 8 minutes there from Robert Mueller. What did you make of the content?
Well, it's amazing that 2 years can be summarized in 8 minutes. Of course, everyone who listened to it is going to make their own judgments. They're going to hear what they want to hear. Here's what I did hear, though. I heard Robert Mueller put a bow tie on the 2-year investigation, saying this is it. This is all we're going to talk about. Let's move on. Of course, the left in the country will say, well, if we had more confidence that he was innocent, we would have said that. In America, though, our laws state this specifically. You're innocent until proven guilty. That word guilty is extremely important. Not once did Mueller say Trump was guilty of anything. Therefore, under our legal system, Trump is innocent of all charges. They could not find a guilty plea to hang on Trump. So therefore, he's done. He's finished as far as I'm concerned.
Robert Mueller, though, did talk in detail about the constraints in terms of the rules that surround a president. Did you not think it was significant when you heard the special counsel say these words? If there was clear evidence the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so. He didn't say so.
Right. And therefore, if there's clear evidence that he had committed a crime, they would have charged him with a crime, but they couldn't do that either. So in America, unfortunately for the people who do not like Trump, you are innocent until proven guilty. They could not prove guilty on any of them. And so therefore, can we move on now? Can the United States just move forward towards looking to a 2020 election and to see if Donald Trump, if the American people believe Donald Trump is guilty of a crime or not?
It's interesting that's where you would want to move on to, because he said at both ends, he bookended what he said by talking about Russian interference in your presidential election, and he finished by saying it is absolutely clear there was multiple systemic efforts to interfere with our elections that deserve the attention of every American. If you don't want to look at those particular allegations around Donald Trump, isn't that where you should be looking? The Russian interference. Hang on a second. Let me finish the question. Let me finish the question. Shouldn't this administration be looking at Russian interference and how to protect future U.S. elections? Because we heard very little from Donald Trump on exactly that.
Okay. Well, I agree with you, but you changed the words. You said that there was clear evidence that the Russians were trying to influence our election and likely did influence our election. But you added that Trump was involved in that. He was not involved in that.
No, I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. Nor did Mueller. Yes,
I didn't say that.
No, you do.
I didn't say that. I said that Mueller's conclusions was there was multiple systemic efforts to influence those elections, and that's what the attention of every American should be on. I added that in the past, Donald Trump hasn't really focused on Russian interference, and perhaps that is where he needs to focus.
That's fine. Fair. I agree with you. But let's get this straight. Russians have interfered with our elections and likely most elections around the globe for the better part of 5 decades or longer even. And guess what? When Donald Trump is no longer president, whether it's in 2020 or 2024, and let's just say Michelle Obama is the next president, the Russians will try and influence that election as well. They will always try and influence our elections. They've always done it, and they always will going forward.
All right. Eric Bolling, thanks very much for taking time to speak to us. Thank you.
You're welcome.